next stage of Conquerors that not only Luffy but Zoro and even more of the Straw Hats will be getting for the final war. The old man tells Luffy to be mindful of the way he uses his Conqueror's Haki. Those guys are not immortal. Now, the word mindful is very important here. Up until now, the way Conquerors has been used is either to make fodders unconscious or to use it to just hit things harder, which Luffy is very good at. But Gaban says to think of the power more carefully, to put some thought into it. Now, y'all know we have our own theory regarding this called God Haki, because it's not just simple conquerors. Luffy already understood how to harness it during the Kaido fight, yet in Egghead, he couldn't damage any of the Gorosei like Gaban's attacks. They kept healing. Instead, this is the final step of Conquerors and Haki as a whole. While normal Conquerors affects the wills of creatures, this mindful use of Conquerors allows the user to affect the will of reality itself, especially realities crafted by devil fruits. And since the God's Knight's immortality comes from Imu's devil contract, it slows or nullifies the regeneration. It's possible that due to his age, Gaban's use of it has degraded. That's why his strikes only did temporary damage to Saint Diddy. However, someone like Loki or Luffy, when they use it, is GG. But this complicated use of God Haki comes naturally to a genius like Loki. That's how he was able to survive against the attack at the castle 14 years ago. Gaban also reveals another person who has been leaking Conqueror's Haki without knowledge this whole time as Sanji. No, wait. It's actually Sanji. He started jumping up and down thinking it's him since bro needs to close the gap between him, Zoro, and Jinbei. There's a reason we call him 5-Anji around here though. Sadly, 5-Anji is all bark, no bite. It's Zoro. Gaban's talking about Zoro. Now, we knew this already, okay? Because in Wano, Kaido literally confirmed it, but Zoro didn't know. Apparently, Luffy knew because that shit was leaking out of Zoro this whole time. Honestly, this makes sense because in like chapter 2, Zoro literally claimed he has more willpower than Luffy. That's why he can't join his group. Plus, his training at the dojo was in a way Haki training, okay? Like he knew the breath of all things. Honestly, with this, Zoro might be able to grasp this next stage of God Haki faster than Luffy because he understands the breath of all things or the silent wills of reality around him. Gaban though, he kind of gets pissed at Zoro. He's like these youngins nowadays, bruh. What are these guys up to? Like you're supposed to be the first mate of a Yonko, the future pirate king. What do you mean you didn't know you had Conqueror's Haki this whole fucking time while you're leaking Conqueror's Haki? And Zoro just says, I'm sorry, bro. Honestly, like, did Zoro Sensei not teach him anything? Oh, wait, hold up. My bad. Fraud Hawk allegations just gained hella stocks. You're telling me Shanks might have immortality and Fraud Hawk, he didn't even teach Zoro Conqueror's Haki. Man, right. We know Zapenta paints his shit black every day, chat. We know that, right? Now, 5-Anji on the other hand, I didn't even know you could lose this much aura. Like, bro already had negative aura to begin with after barking for every giant woman or Stussy and Egghead. But now, it's just like, man, just a bow, bro. Be nonchalant. The huzzes don't fuck with this shit. Why are you begging to have Conquerors? Okay, let's be serious. 5-Anji is still one of the wings of the Pirate King. I feel like this interaction kind of confirms that he will unlock his Conquerors this arc because with the God's Knights and Imu only being damaged by God Haki stemming from Conquerors, Sanji will definitely have it. We have to remember that Sanji is a little slow to these things. He doesn't yearn for power or fights like the others. He fears that his strength might make him lose his emotions like his brothers or even his father. He doesn't want to assert himself as much because his father is the definition of going overboard with that philosophy, literally conquering his children's bodies through the excuse of science, oppressing their emotions and identities for power. But this arc, Sanji will show us his conquerors in a critical moment to save his nakama like Robin, who is stuck in Saint Diddy's thorns. It's not just Sanji who will have conquerors and God Haki in the final war though, because Nami has already shown glimpses of it especially putting Luffy in a cage for bad behavior. And hear me out, okay? Hear me out. Usopp will have Conquerors after he conquers his fears while defeating St. Q's nightmares, becoming a brave warrior of the sea. It's his arc. Elbaf is his arc. Right, guys? We have to give him Conquerors. Honestly, I don't even think it matters that much for the Straw Hats to not have Conqueror's Haki when facing Imu's goons, because they already have people like Yamato, Sabo, Boa, Kobe, like, who all have Conquerors. Even Don Chinjao, he's part of the Grand Fleet. And of course, my goat, Monkey Debbie Dragon, he's there too. He can honestly 1v5 God's Knight. Like, one dragon is enough for like 5 God's Knights. Like, let's just be real here. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed this video, go watch the other One Piece video on screen right now. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.